Alright guys, what is up? I am TheyComing, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds, ladies and gentlemen, clashers, far and wide, here we are. And we got some great results to share from our CWL experience in Dominant Tour. My Town Hall 18 is still in CWL. I think we have one more award that is to play out today. So at the end of our stream, we will be picking a base and probably also doing that hit live. It's a very tight finish for the Tunnel 18 CWL that I'm in. But we have crushed the opposition in Dominant Tour. And I see Mozzarella is in the chat. What's up, Mods? TC, what's up? How are you doing today? Brother, we're chilling. We're chilling. I spent the morning, I had a work call, and then I spent some time with my nephew. I actually have a gigantic Lego set that we started putting together. I think we got not quite halfway, but we did spend like 2 or 3 hours this morning working on it. And it is the biggest set that he has ever put together, and it might be one of the bigger sets that I've put together. Not exactly sure though. Can't remember exactly how big the sets were when I put them together when I was a kid. But this one's really cool. And I haven't put together a Lego set in over 20 years, so I was like, yep, me and him are doing this together. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, me and my nephew got some fun stuff to do over the next few days, but I think we'll probably finish it by tomorrow because he's pretty good. And I'm also like pretty decent at putting together Legos. but yeah. Anyways, let's check it out. So let's check in on CWL, see how we finished. As you can see here, we did win this last war hand over fist. Whack Whacks did not really play CWL much at all for the duration of CWL, but as you can see on the screen, we were first in our group by about 80 stars, which is kind of a wild number. It tells me that participation award is the way. We won every single war. And a lot of our opponents were like Town Hall 18s, Town Hall 17s that were stacked up at the top of the map. But because the entire clan did not attack, we were able to win a bunch of those wars. So what I can say about the lower leagues, this being a Crystal 3 CWL season for us, is that participation will win. Like if all your guys show up and make sure to secure your 2 stars at minimum, and grab some triples in the process, you're going to win your wars. And when you win a war, you get plus 10 stars, which gives you a nice little buffer over your opponents. So there's actually, because we won every single war, that put us plus 70 when you consider what the margin of victory was for us, being about 80 points roundabout. The majority of our win here came from winning every war, which is important to note. Let's see, Hobbits. How did Hobbits do? Hobbits last war, they actually did win their last war. So Hobbits didn't have a bad showing. I just think that, when you're finishing with 24 stars, when there's a maximum 45 possible, it still means that your entire clan is not attacking. And so really, I think pretty much every clan that we ended up facing off against did not use all of their attacks, which is kind of lame, but it's what lower league CWL ends up being, less active clans. And so as this clan is climbing the CWL ranks, we're likely to encounter a little bit of that along the way. Now, I will say that we've been hearing that there's plenty of clans that are as low as Crystal 1 that are all very active and can have some pretty, stacked lineups in terms of, a lot of Town Hall 18s. So we could definitely end up in some situations, probably either this next CWL or the one after it, where we start getting beat because just the clan activity is higher. And, we'll actually be facing like opponents that are a lot stronger defensively, right? But that's it, yeah. This is a good reminder for all of you that are out there that are Town Hall 12 through Town Hall 15. If you're looking for a clan that's very active with clan wars, taking CWL as seriously as we realistically can for being a middle Town Hall clan. If you're looking for a clan, If you got some skill to show off, if you're a newer player that needs some help getting up to pace with high-level strategy, this is the place to be, man. It's the place to be. We've got some newer players in here that are learning very quickly. I got to give a major shout out to this guy, Maddie. He was one of the first members to join, not necessarily the first members to join, but the first round of people to really request to join the clan. And he joined as Town Hall 11 when his heroes were like 5, 5, 5, 5. And I said, look, we can accept you into this clan, but we can't war you until you get caught up. And look at this guy. He has gone from like a total of 20 hero levels to, I mean, darn near maxed out Town Hall 11. If we look at his village real quick, this guy's really been taking it seriously to catch up. He's always got his stuff working. You see he's got his clan castle finally upgrading. His king is on perpetual upgrade. Like, he's doing a lot of things right. And it thrills me to have, you know, newer players that are like just getting into the game and are kind of observing how proper good players like to do things. When you get a little bit behind, it's usually not a problem, or if you rush Town Hall a little bit. But this guy was like level 1 archer towers, level 1, over half the base was level 1, and he'd already pushed up to Town Hall 11. So that just wasn't going to fly in terms of trying to run him in a war. But now he's basically almost there to be able to upgrade to Town Hall 12, and we can start warring him. And I've told him that in the clan chat, that we're excited to have him in clan wars. And yeah, so good stuff. So yeah, go ahead and request to join if you're Town Hall 12 through 15. We're still recruiting, and our roster's looking thick. How many members we got right now? 33 with my main in here to feed my minis. So yeah, we got 32 members. And it looks like this guy right here is probably also feeding troops to a mini. That is not going to be a full-time member, though. Yeah. And so I guess it's 31. I don't see anything else in here that looks off. Yeah, but this guy's definitely feeding his lower accounts. Okay. So we have our Town Hall 18 inside the clan right now. We can juice our clan castle the entire time to get these rank sets done. I do want to talk a little bit about the strategy that I'm going to be bringing today, because it's going to be very different from what I've been doing. I figured that we would give it a different strategy a nice shot. And so let's chat. On the screen right now, you see a recall and a freeze. This is when I was playing around with the monolith arrow at level 1. I am not convinced that the monolith arrow at the lower town halls is really necessary. And so this is not going to look exactly like this. I'm actually going to be taking out the recall and the freeze in favor of a third clone spell. The CC is a blimp with a super yeti, and we're basically going to be blowing all of our spells right over the town hall section to nuke out the core, ideally be able to take down an eagle, multiple inferno towers, things like that. Perhaps even, kill some of the defending heroes with that bomb. But Super Yeti Clone is an extremely powerful strategy for hit-ups, and I've had a good time messing around with that. Let's go ahead and look at the equipments in general. You might be asking, why are you on the Fireball and in the Rage Gem? The simple answer to this is because I haven't even really leveled the Eternal Tome or the Healing Tome for this account. My Queen is going to be on the action figure in the Magic Mirror. This is a potent combination that you can toss in basically by yourself. When she gets low, you pop the Magic Mirror action figure. Action figure pops out and starts tanking for 3 very powerful queens. So that's what that equipment combination is extremely potent and relatively self-sufficient. The Royal Champion is going to be on the Rocket Spear and the Electro Boots. The totems specifically, I do like to reserve to protect the Royal Champion if possible, because having her as a sweeper, basically to come in for the later half of the attack and help to clean up defenses that the dragons might be struggling to push into, can be a high value play. Big change, the equipment that I'm running on my king. We are on the Giant Gauntlet and the Stick Horse. To make this work the best, we are going to need to funnel a little bit for the Barbarian King so that he's going to basically take out one building on the outer ring of, basically one trash building on the outside of the base, and immediately jump the wall to go inside the base. So the baby dragons are going to be pretty necessary, I think, exclusively played to make sure that when I put the king on the outside of the base that he just doesn't walk the trash ring. The most value that you're going to get from this combination is when you force the king over walls, so that when you pop the Giant Gauntlet 6 seconds later, he's going to get that big AoE swing and damage mitigation and be able to solo out one compartment, possibly even get on to a defending hero and jump another wall. If the king clears 2 compartments while under the Giant Gauntlet ability, that is a W. One thing that I need to be careful of when playing the king with Giant Gauntlet, or playing king stick horse Giant Gauntlet, is that I need to be mindful of placing him in positions where he's going to be hit by a defending poison tower. So if I end up hitting, for example, like a Town Hall 15 that has spell towers, and they're running a poison, dropping the king to where the poison launches onto him instantly devalues both pieces of equipment. The Stick Horse offers a massive attack speed buff as well as a movement speed buff. Attack speed plays directly into the hand of the Giant Gauntlet, which is an area of effect hit. If he's striking more often with a huge AoE hit, that's where the synergy really lies with these 2 pieces of equipment, making sure that he hits as many times with a big area of effect swing. When you charge into a poison tower, his attack speed is lowered, which, like I was outlining, devalues the synergy of this equipment. So I want to avoid that. You can, in theory, toss him into a compartment that has a single target inferno. The damage mitigation that's offered from the Giant Gauntlet, once you pop it, you want to make sure you pop it before the single goes full beam, can allow you to survive for 3, 4, 5 seconds before the single actually completely fries the king. So the king will have a good opportunity to leap into a compartment. You wait right before it goes full beam. You pop the king's ability. The HP regenerate, the instant HP restore happens, and then the damage mitigation begins, which is 50%, I believe. Yeah, 50% damage reduction. That's essential if you're fighting a single. You cannot allow him to get into a compartment without having the Giant Gauntlet active. You will lose value from this equipment combination. Mott says, yeah, also trying to fix that kind of rush, so I can also be a pain. Oh yeah, so you were talking about what Maddie was doing. Dude, Maddie's really caught up. Like, I think he's going to be a lot happier with his game state, having taken some time and just kind of watched and, you know, taken our advice. I'm really pleased that that he took the advice and didn't just continue to blast for it, because I probably would have kicked him for it. Was not down with 5-5-5-5 heroes at Town Hall 11 with no defensive potential. Basically just a wet blanket account, but he's doing the right things. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into our first attack. I know I've done a lot of talking about the equipment moveset. The plan for this hit is to place the king for one side of the dragon funnel, the queen for the other side of the dragon funnel, the dragons, balloons, and lava hound in between them. The blimp is dropped with the warden, and then the triple clone and the rage is dropped over the core once the blimp pops. The king I will work to funnel so he goes into the corner rather than continuing to walk down the trash ring of the base. And then the RC most likely is used to jump over the queen's shoulder on the opposite side of the funnel as the queen starts to push down that side of the base. if the attack is looking sketchy, I will maybe elect to hold the RC so that she can be used as an insurance policy to snipe a town hall and not end up in a 1-star scenario. That's a real fear. That's a real phenomenon. So RC will be held until the latter half of the attack to support where needed, or make sure to secure the 2 stars. Say the blimp actually fails. Mod says he's going to like attacking better with the heroes as well. Yeah, dude, his hero progress is like making me so happy. Making me so happy. He's really doing a lot better these days. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the first hit. We will boost heroes for this. Everything else is fine to stay like it is. I don't think I really care for another level on the Hound. I don't think that's going to really do me that much good. So let's go ahead and do it. We'll hit attack. And then do our hero boost after we hit attack. Here we go. Boost heroes. Now. Okay. And I'm looking for the blimp. Okay, so easy blimp would be to come in, I think right here. Like basically over this expo directly at the town hall. And then the king we could probably send in for the monolith. Nah, I changed my mind. I'm going to put the queen over here. I'll put this here and this here. Okay. Need that archer tower down just for my sanity. We'll go like here. Get this ready. Pop king now. Blimp still moving. Looking good. Queen's ability now. Support over the back of the queen. We need to make sure that we get this monolith. That would be amazing. I don't like that CC is doing what it's doing. Okay. We have an opportunity here, but it's going to be hinging on getting this like that. Do this. Get this over here. We should be good. Man, RC, don't die there. Okay, nice. Yeah, we look fine. Nice. Little 12v16 to start it off. No, 13v16, sorry. 13v16. GG! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Time to request up again. All right, rank no filler, and I got my main in here to quickly juice everybody that needs it. Nice. Good stuff. All right, we're juiced, and let's go ahead and hit our second attack. All right, this is more of a proper 15 that is on his way, or a newer 15, but on his doing really good stuff with progression. I'm looking for his sweepers that are all pointed up. I think it would be cool to put the king over the wall over there, I think. Okay, so queen's going to be here. I think we'll go... like this and this. wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pop now. See if we can get a little further. Okay, we'll put the king down. Put the dragons right here. Can we get the... Nice, we do. Okay. Sick. King's ability. Since we all tend to be driving from that side, I'm actually going to support with the RC over there. Need to protect here. I'm throwing that now. Okay. This is getting close and definitely feeling sketchy. We have dragons in the air that are tanking for us, though, which feels good. Okay. See if we can actually make it through, though. The bow being tanked is actually so important. I think we need to go like this. I think that's the best we've got, which I don't think is going to get us through it. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. So I don't think it is. They're all grouped too. That's so brutal. Unfortunate. So we're stuck at 80? 88? Yeah. GG. Okay, so we found the proper 15 and it wasn't quite enough. Request again. I don't know if we did enough damage across the core with that Yeti bomb. I'd have to look at it again. Thought I got a decent bomb though. Let's actually watch it. We didn't get the eagle down, which kind of surprised me. If I was supposed to clone like a straight line up, I think I cloned a little bit like bottom left to top right. I think that might have maybe made the difference here, but at the same time, we didn't even get that down. See how the clones come down. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. We didn't... Oh, man, the king actually turns away. And it was triple witch. That's brutal. That's brutal, dude. I decided to support the dragons on the left to try to drive them in. And then I took a couple queen shots that probably ended my career here. Probably could have done better not. See, it's almost like dropping over here would have given me a better opportunity. Throwing the fireball at that moment was like, please get this eagle out of here. It just didn't go down. The king got pulled away from his target. But at this point, we're still making our rounds. Okay. The best thing that I could have done with the totem was right there, right? Like, capture the scatter a little bit longer, but it just wasn't enough. GG's. All right, let's request again. And let's fill again. Cool, we got it. We got it. Nice, let's fill up our friend. Michael Myers is filled, I'm filled. GG. All right, let's do it again. See if we can have a better result with the third attack. I kind of just want to like go in this way. And then put the king queen down over here. And then just drive the dragons right at the eagle. That's what I'm feeling. It might feel kind of sus. But that's my plan. All right, queen's going to be here. one of these. Get one of these. Let's pray we get there. All right, we got the town hall down. Let's go here. All right, not bad. King's being roasted by that no, it's not a single. Cool, queen's working. I'm gonna support the queen over here. We lost one over there. Okay, giants doing giant things. Okay. Gonna support her like this. I think we got it. It's just gonna get sketchy with that single. That's the biggest thing on my mind is that single target. Oh man, the fireball not going over there is bad. Is she gonna get in there and be able to get the single down? No! Oh, this is scary. This is scary. Get in there, guys. We need a little bit more love onto the single. A little bit. There we go. And we got out. We survive. Get a minute to play with the sweeper. Tickle the sweeper over and over. We got a dragon behind the sweeper now. GG's. Cool. Scoot away with that one. What's up, Blobber? How's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. If I'm just looking for ore, do you think it's worth to buy the event pass to get the medals? Absolutely, dude. The ore is like, I play all of the medal events that are centered around ore. If it's not ore centered, I don't play it. Like if it's not an equipment event in some way, I don't even touch it. But if it is, like, I think it's one of the highest values in the game outside of, like, just the gold pass every month. I think gold pass is great value. If you're looking for ore, this is the thing to spend your money for ore on. Like, when you look at how much ore you can actually get for the $5 pass. It's a lot more than you would get if you were to purchase, like, a single ore bundle. Let's put it on Do Not Disturb. Cool. Got it. Waiting for Duke Backpack to be out seems Root Riders will have to wait. Or bundles I only get the Starry Ores. Yeah, I mean that's typically what people want to do because the conversion from the prospector is like so good. So if you're like a mid-town hall, converting 2 Starry Ore to get 2,000 shiny can help you to like really catch up with some of your common equipment if you play a lot of common equipment. All right. Did I request? No, I didn't. Hit the request button, TC. Stop lollygagging. All right, that. Cool, we got it. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Prospector is a hero. Absolutely. Yay. Okay, we got a 14. What do you think we fly over this archer tower? Avoid most of the sweeper. Okay, we'll go like this and this. And then we'll go. Okay, Town Hall. That's all we got? We didn't get his eagle. That's devastating, actually. I'm actually pretty sad about that. Okay, the question is then, we want to go in towards the Eagle Artillery for sure. Cool. Go like this. Queen to the outside. Keep everybody in. We'll actually force the king in here, I think, which is a good idea. Wait. And now. Good job. Nice. We killed his king and managed to nuke that compartment. And what we're going to do is go for his final air defense and single inferno here. We'll throw now, just so we can seriously damage some of that stuff over there. Man, that okay. Queen's ability is going to go off. Put you here. We're good. Yeah, easy day. Easy monies. GG. Good stuff. Queen, queen, giant, giant. Doing queen things. GG's. Got it. All right. So now let's request again and get after it still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good stuff. And we'll keep it up. I'm kind of disappointed that my clone didn't actually allow me to kill his Eagle Artillery there. I was really hoping to get that down. If I don't use the items from the event, does it convert to gems at the end? I don't know how that works exactly. I would spend whatever medals you have that are left over on anything that you can. Or check on, like, ask that question on like the Reddit or something, because I don't know. I think it's possible to get a TL15 in Legends top, in Legends 3 top guy for it as an Electro 33. I think you'd have to get really, really lucky. I don't think it would be an issue of skill. I think you might be able to have like some hero set where you just go perfect, but then you get crushed on defense. And then the next week you wouldn't quite go perfect, but then you would land actually like 1 or 2 defenses against some scrub. But I don't know that it would be extraordinarily difficult. Let me just put it that way. All right, next up. Look at the hole. So if I put a loon in there, I could probably nuke his town hall and his monolith. Or just go from here? You think that's a solid idea? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go like this. Okay, so we're gonna go like this and this. Okay. Still doing stuff. Cool stuff. We'll drop the queen over here like this. We'll pop the queen's ability to handle the dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop now. Cool, we'll take that. When I see this here, we'll go like this, 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 this. I'll throw the king in here. See if king will do king things. King's ability now. Try to protect. We'll come over the back of this like that, because the queen's going to mess me up if I don't. Send this headhunter now. Good timing on that, I think. Cool. Put this and 2 balloons there. We have a totem. 2, and do this. Think we should totem here. Why is the warden? Okay, we do get it, but Dang. I love how the war, like, sometimes, okay, I've definitely noticed this. You can drop totems onto heroes sometimes, and it's like, maybe it's like the warden is actively stepping over a wall there. He still fires onto the royal champion. I've seen it happen. It's an infuriating reaction. It's like, I just spelled for that, you know? But we come very short on that one. Very short. GG's. The Inferno fried your king. I mean, kinda, but he got away from it. I guess what I should have done there is sent the RC earlier, but at the same time, usually sending the RC a little bit later on wins me these attacks. Like, I could also theoretically take off the E-boots and put on Seeking Shield just to have a greater, like a harder burst into the, you know, once I drop her down. But I don't know about that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going. Keep it up. That and that. Okay, what do we do? Just fly right at his Town Hall Monolith CC? Put the Hound in front. His sweepers are like right there, right? So I go. Are we gonna get more done? Town Hall down. Nice. Hey, we'll take it, dude. That looks solid to me. We can fight this stuff out of range of other things, I think. That's so good, actually. This is fine. This is really, really nice. No issues. And then we see his sweepers out there, so, like, I think Baby Dragon here, and then we'll get the king to walk in. Need him to finish the Archer Tower, though. That'd be nice. Okay, he finished the Archer Tower. Good. We'll send like this in just a moment. Like this. One, two. Queen's ability now. King's over the wall. 1, 2, 3. Ability, go. Send you over here, try to protect our queens a little bit. Put this right here. Nice. King's getting fried, but you know, we got him to do some good stuff. I'm gonna do this here. Where's the Warden's ability gonna land? That's the question. 1. Okay, we're gonna fall short again. We're not quite getting it. Not quite getting it done. Kind of annoying. Opener didn't look bad. We significantly damaged the core. The king was supposed to go where he went. I don't know. Am I supposed to like get the king down and put the RC with the king to help him? Hey TC, please play Brawl Stars. It's really fun. Bro, I'm not a fan of Brawl Stars like I was in the past. The game feels slow. It feels slow. Squad was so good about game speed. The Inferno fried your king. Damn, you're getting 16s already? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting 16s. Yeah, the 16s are just a little brutal. I was hoping to see more like 14s and 15s because so far the 14s and 15s haven't posed as much of an issue. 16s are just a little bit too strong. Okay, we have a 15, but it's a rush 15. So if we don't triple this, we're bad. That's fun. Okay, so I can literally drop on top of his CC. We will definitely want to check for... We'll put a loon in there to see if we trip something. Okay. I see what the plan is. Wonderful. Send. Town Hall down. Got the mono down. We'll take it. This time, what I'm feeling is to go like this. This baby dragon over here. The baby dragon over here. I'm gonna have to get this queen to make it through this. We're gonna put the king down in front. And we're gonna do all of our dragons over here like this. So the heroes will be on a Sui. King's ability. I'm gonna support over there because I see that area is trapped. I don't like that Island Inferno is doing to me what it's doing to me. Pop this here. Still have a totem to use. 2, 3. Warden is not ready yet. I guess he's ready now. We'll take one of the Infernos out. We can't lose the RC. Okay. Do this here. Oh, I didn't like that I placed that when I did. Get the Expo down. Get the air defense down. Oh, this is sketchy, dude. This is getting so close. 1. We'll drop now. Come on, make sure. Get it. Okay, we got it. Barely. We had to be really careful with how we played our last few spells there. But we made it. Got it taken care of. That hole in that guy's base actually kind of destroyed him. Resulted in a 3-star. All right, 2 totems. We're loaded. How many more attacks we got? We got 5 more in this set. We're looking good. Looking good so far. The 16s are giving us grief. The 15s, it's been a little bit easier. Oh, look at that. He's got an Invis tower. Okay, I think it's going to be good for me to put the Hound in front of the Blimp for this because the spell tower is going to throw onto it. And that should put us right over the Town Hall where we actually want to be. Okay. It's cool. Do we get the Town Hall or the Eagle? Not quite. That's bad. That's bad. That's a bad sign. All right, we did get the sweeper, so we can put the queen over here like this. And I will pop the triple queen in just a second when she takes a little bit of damage. Cool. Cool. The giant's already dead. That feels bad. All right, we'll go baby dragon. King down with all the oh, Lord. King's ability now. I'm going to wait to throw onto the Town Hall, I think. Throw this here. This here. All right, ladies. Town Hall time. Town Hall time. Come on. Come on. Okay. We're making our way, but dude, the eagle staying up is actually ending my career. 100%, dude. This is so bad. When you don't get that eagle down, I thought surely that the eagle was going to be secured with that. I'm so disappointed that eagle artillery fired on me the whole damn time. That makes me so sad. We were looking pretty good other than that. And those minions will not get any more. We're stuck at 77. Damn eagle, man. Damn eagle. Is there any way I could have... Well, first, I don't think... Okay. Let's talk about something that I immediately recognize. When I'm attacking up like this, the defenses are much more likely to take down the blimp sooner, right? Like they hit so much harder. Even though I put a hound in front of the blimp, I'm worried that if I try to predict the landing zone and try to get the clones down in like a more spread fashion, that what I'm actually going to end up doing is missing some of the clones. I suppose if I'd got a better spread of the clones, I could have been able to take that, right? But it was the double dragon with loons that came out that ended up stymieing it all. So let's see what the placement actually looked like. Half speed. Yeah, see, I had anticipated getting over here. And then when I didn't, I was like, oh, well, let's just make sure I don't miss the clones at all. Rage Electromites. Don't get the Town Hall. Don't get the... Man. I needed to get there. I needed to get right there. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Let's go. All right, let's try it again. See if we can be more intentional to get the eagle out. See, that's awkward, right? If we try to fly the blimp to get his eagle, probably gonna end up in a little bit of trouble. I think I still want it though. Can we get over the wall? Can we get the eagle? Nice. Okay. Cool. And then we have the sweeper facing up. So we're going to go like this, I think. Queen. Baby dragon down right there. I love that the one baby dragon gets the giant's attention, or the dragon's greater attention. We gotta pop this now, and then we'll go like this. Send the king. That, and get ready for the king's ability. And a headhunter. Okay. I'm going to protect once there and then send you over here like this. It's a good fireball, I think. Oh, this is looking bad. This is not going to complete, dude. Okay. We have enough juice. It's just not there. There's too much of the base left. Our blimp didn't do enough. It didn't do enough. We should have tripled that. That was a 14. 14s are not supposed to be too difficult for us. Again, we're getting caught at this awkward, like, high 70, low 80 percentage. That sucks. That really sucks. Is it because our clone is just not upgraded yet? Is one more Electromite gonna do that much more for me? I doubt it, right? Every percentage points counts, so we have to wait on this. Get Ronnie Super Dragon. Okay. Lame. All right, we get a few more attacks, I think. I think we got, what, 3? Yeah, 3 more hits to do on this account. Then we'll hop over to the 14. Continue the ranked push. All right. It's another 16. Sure. Sure, video game. I'd like to get on top of that clan castle. All right, I'm gonna do this out of order this time. I'm gonna put a baby dragon over here like this. Okay. Baby dragon here. Cool. Queen's gonna go down right there. King right here. Nice, we got the Inferno down over there. That's making me so happy. King's ability now is very late. I'm going to support this flank so we can get this air defense out of the way if possible. I should have saved the spear here, but I think we have enough. It's going to be close. Okay. Yeah, we got it. All right, so the pivot there had a series of attacks where I'm attempting to fly the hound in ahead of time, establish the cut in the base, and it not quite doing enough. The difference between the last few hits and this one is I decided to send the blimp underneath, basically behind the dragons. So the blimp would then fly ahead of the dragons, be able to capture at least some defenses along the way, provide a little bit more tanking to get the blimp a little further, and then furthermore, when the blimp actually crashed down and the Super Yeti came out, the defenses weren't immediately all pointed at the Super Yetis. There were some defenses that were able to shoot at the dragons. So the Super Yetis were able to live a little longer and I think get more value that way. That was a crummy looking 16 nonetheless. So we'll have to see what it looks like when we get a stronger 16 to do the attack against. But on that base, I did not see there being a fantastic opportunity to send the blimp first. And I think maybe just being forced into that scenario ended up playing into my hand rather than the opponent's. So I'll take that as a W. Okay, we got 2 more hits to go. Let's make it count. Let's finish strong. All right, I see his eagle. Looking okay. Looking okay. think what I'm supposed to do is send my queen for 9 o'clock, send my king at 6. I think that's what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, we'll go for 2 of these like that. That sucks. Put you here. Pop queen now. Pop king now. Do we get the town hall taken care of? Can we? We do. We'll come across here like this. Where's the warden? Can't even tell where the warden is. Okay. Don't like that rage tower activated there. We're going to fail it. Yeah, for sure. There's so much damage from the rage going off. Like, so much damage. Look, the monolith still... 2 totems with rage monolith still couldn't clear the monolith. Unfortunate, dude. Alright, so again, against... it makes me sad. Makes me wonder what I should have done differently. Maybe what I can try doing for future sets is try, instead of playing the king and the queen to funnel either side of the push, using the king and the queen together to push in. Because the queen could then wait to pop her ability until a little later. Maybe that could be helpful. Or you put the queen down first, she absorbs some tanking. The king gets dropped second. When you pop the queen, the defense is re-aggro to the king. You then have another short period of time before you pop the king ability, get him back to full health. Turn the new RC skin to the side. The artist hid something. What are you talking about? I don't know anything about this. Turn to the side. They hid something. What? Talking that thing about around her leg? Is that supposed to be like an Easter egg? I thought I was about to look at something and it was gonna... I mean, it just looks like another ornament that's like on her hip. You see the one that's up on her hips? That little thing that's tying her sash together? Are you talking about the thing that's tied around her leg? I don't see what you're talking about. That is pretty revealing though. Like, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say more about that, but like that skin is a little bit more revealing than I would have expected. All right. One more attack and then we'll take our bathroom break and we'll do our Town Hall 14 set, which is gonna be brutal. Okay. One more hit. Let's see if we can bring it home with a triple. Oh boy, it's a strong 15. Weaker walls, but Town Hall 15 defenses, right? Are you gonna get the Warden skin, bruh? I really shouldn't. The Warden skin does look fire though. The Warden skin looks amazing. His Eagle's down there. His CC is down there. I think I see what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to do this. It's a dragon and probably a bunch of loons. So I'll even double bait. It's not there. Then what I can do is send... Okay, I see what I want to do already. Invisibility. I cloned my freaking... Clone the Hound. That's not what I needed to happen right there. Like, whatsoever. We have to save the RC for the Town Hall now. Man, this is bad. Like, very bad. I have to be able to snipe the Town Hall, so I have to make sure I don't miss the placement on this. But we don't have the gas to make it through, right? There's just no way. Play this here. Okay. Gotta hold this until we get a little closer for maximum value. Okay, we're gonna get nuked. Yep, GG's. All right, guys. Okay, if I'm being real, I don't know that this strategy works as well as Fireball Super Witches. I wanted to give it a shot, but if I'm having to hit up as a 13, hitting a 16, either I don't have the hang of this yet, or it's actually not as powerful. Looking at some of those bases, I think I would have been more comfortable with bringing the Fireball Super Witch and going that way. Hitting the 14s, generally speaking, was a lot less of a worry. The second it's a 15, and especially if it's a 16, those were a lot more worrisome, right? It didn't feel like I was accomplishing enough with the Clone Yeti Bomb. Now my question is will the level 6 clone spell really offer me that much more? What I do know is I'm still not actually cloning the Super Yeti with this. I believe this gives me one more Electromite than what I already have, because Electromites are 3 housing space. So I would be getting 1 per spell. That's an extra 3 Electromites. I don't know that would have made a difference, especially considering a lot of times if those Super Yetis are on the Town Hall and it explodes and the poison goes off, some of them do die to the Town Hall poison and explosion. I can put up my base a few times for you to try out later if you want. Yeah, sure, man. I'd definitely be down for some FCs later today. All right. I'm going to go ahead and request just so I can have something. We'll swap accounts and we'll get into it. Let's see. Neural Kareem, get him full. Very nice. Neural Kareem taken care of. Good stuff. Anybody else needed troops? Double checking. Nope. Okay, cool. And now we're going to swap to the 14. So, guys, we have another set ahead of us. That all 14 set. We are in P.E.K.K.A 22. It is going to feel much more difficult. We will be seeing some Town Hall 16s all the time. I don't know if we're going to see Town Hall 17s or not, but I know that we'll be seeing a lot of 16s. So get ready for a banger of a set. On this account, we are actually upgrading our Yetis right now so we can donate higher level Yetis to other people. This is going to be a meaningful level to grab next as our next laboratory priority. The reason for that is because we will be able to clone the Super Yetis themselves by upgrading the clone spell to level 7, which means that you will end up with 4 Super Yetis in the center of the base that all have HP and DPS and will spawn the Electromites. So yeah, that is definitely going to help us. It's not ready yet, but within the next week, I will have that online, and this will give us a better picture of how the attack can work when you have a couple levels on things. So anyways, I encourage you to take a lap around your house, get something to eat or drink, or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. Before you ask, yes, I washed my hands, getting our hands nice and dry to lay them back on the precious iPad here. And we're going to get after it. We have a Town Hall 14 rank set ahead of us here. And we did, I think, actually, I guess, why don't we reflect on our Town Hall 13 set? Because we didn't actually look at our score by the end. I don't think we did particularly well. Tripled not even half of our hits. A lot of low percentage hits. But again, we're in a league where we're starting to... We saw a lot of Town Hall 16s as a Town Hall 13. It gets harder, guys. Climb ranked. The challenge increases. So here we are on the 14. We are loaded. We are locked. Let's talk about the equipment that we're using. Now, one thing that I'm realizing is probably going to make the hit more powerful, should we invest, would be to go with an Eternal Tome and Healing Tome. On this account, you can see we have a level 9 Eternal Tome. That can work. We don't have the ore yet to upgrade our Healing Tome. So what I'm thinking is next week for my ranked sets, what I'll do is I'll switch off of the damage equipment that's on our Warden and actually go for a more traditional equipment set on the Grand Warden so that when the dragons make their entry, We can have protection. We can have additional healing, juice them up. I think that might be why the set on the 13 didn't go as well as it could have, because we didn't have any kind of immunity, damage immunity, or sustain for those dragons. It was just put them in, out, burst the core down with the Super Yeti Bomb, and just play the back end of the attack with with the 2 totems. And I think that might be where the weakness in my equipment is showing right now. So let's talk about the equipment that we do have. What we have on this account right now is the giant arrow with the action figure. The giant arrow, I think, is going to be perhaps maybe even a little bit better than our magic mirror. The giant arrow, we can look to nail sweepers and air defenses with, which are going to help to protect the air push with the dragons and loons. We do have the stick horse and the giant gauntlet on our king still. I was able to upgrade the stick horse to level 21, which gives me a nice 20-second ability, passive ability duration here. Look how fast he is, man. He flies. This guy flies. Absolutely flies. And so 26 seconds, we want to take 26 minus 17. That means that when we drop him, we have 9 seconds to pop that giant gauntlet to maximize the attack speed in conjunction with the AoE hit. Should be fun there. Should be good stuff. Again, for the queen, we have the giant arrow, we have the action figure. We did upgrade our action figure level 21 as well. So that giant has 12,800 hit points. He's a tanky boy. Certainly going to be helpful when we have to hit up so many town halls, having an extra massive tanky object out in front of the queen. We're not playing the prince. We're playing the warden, the rage shim, and the fireball. Now, as long as I'm on the fireball, it could be that I put the warden down and throw the fireball immediately, and then lure the warden to follow a group of dragons so we can set some kind of pathing for the dragons to then go in. So maybe if I play my warden sort of shade him towards one corner, throw the fireball naked, and then drop the dragons to pull him more towards the center of the base with the queen on the opposite side of the funnel. Maybe that could be something. And then we need to be able to funnel our king into the base so that he wants to jump the walls. Again, we have 9 seconds to pop the giant gauntlet so that we maximize the speed increase with his AoE hit increase. And yeah, definitely running the blimp. Definitely have the Super Yeti, the triple clone, and the rage. Let's see how we do. Let's boost. And actually, we will troop boost as well as hero boost for this. It's going to be interesting to see what it's like to get, actual Super Yetis to be cloned. So we all know with the original Super Yeti plus 3 clones that will then be spawning the Electromites as well. We'll see if this is a stronger approach, having just the extra level on the clone spell, as well as having max pets and 10 more levels or 5 more levels on our RC, 10 more levels on the warden, 10 more levels on the king and the queen. So let's go ahead and do our first hit. Wish me luck. That was an oopsie hit. I accidentally hit play on stream yesterday when I had no CC. So that's already a massive L. We needed not to hit that low percentage. All right, let's go. We'll hit attack, and then we'll hit boost. Boost army, boost heroes. We'll look for our entry point. The sweepers are here. Okay, I think I see what I want to do. I'll go this with our queen right here. Arrow through the core. Bunch of damage dealt. King's ability. Totem. Okay, the Town Hall is down. The core is deleted. It's looking strong. We need to be able to fireball to get that single out. To have the best shot. Fireball now. Throw this here. Can we get through? When we need the single to go down, it does. It's really good. Okay, wizard there. Is it going to be enough though? I can't tell. Man, the tornado trap is brutal. Now, what we do have is a Grand Warden, and the Expo being down is kind of important. Oh no! Flying Warden. Black Mine. That kind of ends the that ends the career right there. Well, we don't triple, but we got a lot closer with that hit than we did the others. Makes you wonder, like, see if we can take this camp down. Do we have the DPS to get through this in time? I don't think so, right? One more hit. One more. Come on, get one more. We got one more. Nice, and that's going to be it. He will not be able to do anything else up there, so we will end the attack early. We got our 2-star. Higher percentage, but it's 2-star. All right, we will request. Ranked. No filler troops. 1, 2, 3. Cool, we're locked and loaded. All right, let's try it again. I think my king got a little bit fried by the monolith on that last hit. And I totem to try to, because I was reacting and maybe the totem was not the right totem to play. All right, he's got his sweepers here. His town hall's up there. I guess we could come across like this. So what I really want to do is actually play my queen down here to shave the funnel and then try to get the king to jump in over the wall for that eagle artillery, I think. Okay, we'll play you here. Play the queen here like this. Okay, we'll take it. It's all right. We'll play this and this with a wizard. Cool. I'm not mad at this situation right now. Like, at all, actually. Fly like this. Like this. Use ability. Limp is moving. Okay. Get the mono, please. Okay, we do. Good stuff. We'll play you over here. I think we're looking strong here. This doesn't feel awful. We still have the Warden's ability. We still have the RC. We're going to pop RC now. Try to see if she's going to take some shots on this Town Hall. I think we're okay. We get the Town Hall. Huge moment there. Very important. We'll throw here. Bip! Nice. Solid. Got it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Little bounce back from the... Was it a 16 that we hit before this? I feel like it was. Yeah, it was. So that was a 15 that time. Thank you, video game, for giving me a Town Hall 15 to hit. Let's hit again. Okay, here's another 16. So what do we do? We try to land directly on his eagle? Does that seem good? Maybe we send the king towards the defending king. Okay, I want to do like that. I think that's out of range. Okay, queen can go here. Okay. Yeti down right there. King can go like this with this. Okay. King's ability. We're going to reset for the king here. Go over here like this. Okay. Air defense is down. That's all the air defenses. I'm going to throw this now because that's a scatter. Do this. Do this. Try to protect the RC if I can. Man, a headhunter would be doing wonders right now, but I think that's going to kill me, won't it? Dang, dude. Are we out of it? We got a clump of dragons here, but they're all getting splashed. Look at this back end, dude. The triple wizard tower? Are we going to run out of gas? Like right at the last moment? Is that going to happen? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. We got it. GG. Nice, dude. No black mine? GG. Whoo, boy. Oh, man. Nice little triple there. Looking good. Quest. And fill. Nice. You know, I kind of want to... I would really like to get a headhunter in the mix. I feel like it's actually hurting me. Like, big time. That one headhunter would have actually pushed the RC through that moment. What is in the CC? Super Yeti. Super Yeti. All right, let's go. Next hit. All right, that Island Town Hall is concerning, right? I think we can still force our way to take down... This is actually a little bit more challenging than it might appear for me to do what I want to do here. Okay, I think I see it. I think I see it. Okay. Queen. Got the sweeper. Got the air defense. We're into it. There's a furnace right there that I don't really like. Throws. Town Hall compartment handled. All right, Super Yetis are getting a little stuck. 1 dragon there. We'll send the rest over here. Put the king down in just a moment. King's building now. King's in. Good. We're going to wait to throw the fireball. I'm going to play this over here in just a moment, but I definitely want to be able to get this fireball where I need it. I think it's good to throw now. Cool. We have time. I think what I need to do is go across the back to handle the last single. Okay. We have triple totem to help us with this. I'm hoping that this ends up being enough. Gonna wait. Cool. Can we make it through? 2, 3. This here. Gonna protect. Should be good, right? We're good. GG, dude! Nice. Swag a couple totems, too. GG's. So taking out that one sweeper that was pointed across the town hall, I think was the high IQ play, right? If that sweeper is pointed across the town hall, I could not have got the blimp exactly where I needed it to go without potentially getting pushed out of the compartment. So like, let me hit the request button so I'm not screwing up my timing. Cool. Do we have the max request cooldown? Yeah, we've already claimed it. Nice. Let's watch it real quick. Let's just watch the opener. So I saw this sweeper and I was like, that's going to be a problem. I also was able to take out, was it both of these air defenses? I think I got both with the arrow, if I'm not mistaken. So that was actually like very high value. The sweeper gave me a little bit of grief, but the thing is like my king was meant to go in there and help assist with that, which he did like a champion. And then holding the fireball to just nail this core right here, or nail this, you know, chunky compartment, was also important. So sacking the queen, not a bad play. We got great value from it. We handled the CC mostly, right? Ended up working out. We did kill this king. We also kill his defending warden here too, right? Or do we not quite get the warden? But we got the CC dragons dealt with. Massive, right? Big damage. You could argue that maybe if I tried to clone over the walls, it could have helped me a little bit more. Oh, look, the Super Yetis are just savages, dude. The Super Yeti mites actually handled what remained of those furnaces. And furnaces can be a death sentence versus clumped up troops like these dragons. So that ended up working really nicely for me there. I'm not mad at that at all. Really nice stuff. Love to see it. Okay. So that's all we need to check on that. Said you will queen charge with mono at 14. I did it in war once. I gotta be honest with you though, I'm not crazy about how effective and useful it actually is when it's outside of a war scenario. if you can't scout the base and craft the entire army around using it, I don't think it's a very flexible piece of equipment. That's my, like, 1 week impression. All right, let's go. See his sweepers, they're pointed like that. Okay, I think I see what I want to do. Okay, we'll put a little bit of funnel down for the king over here. I want an arrow to take 2 of those ADs if possible, so this. Didn't get the top. Eh. Can we get that down? No, the giant's going to die before he gets it, right? No, he gets it. That's actually so good. Okay, and then I see the situation right here. We'll go like this. Send the king over here like that. Grand Warden goes down. We still got the clone off. King's ability now. We can get this fireball to go back towards the monolith. We're in business. You know, that's still kind of okay. I'm gonna support the king because he's tanking. He's got everything captured up there, right? We could even totem for him in just a moment here. Let's totem in just a moment so that the warden will do good things for us. This is a great moment for that. Yeah, that's really good. I think we're going to make it through now. Okay. Looking strong, boy. Really strong. Okay. RC. RC, baby. Let's go, dude. Love you, dude. Nice. Double totem swag on that one, too. Nice. I do have some monolith arrow attacks to share with you that I can do at the end of the stream today. I did use it in my last 2 CWL hits on my Town Hall 18. And was able to triple. And it's a tight series. Like, the season, our group is very tight. Those top 4 or 5 positions are still very, very close. We're going to have to really perform on this last war, which is why I don't want to do the hit live. I'd like to lock in and do my final hit for that. Basically in this my own solitude and concentration. All right, request. Bip, bip. There we go. All right, let's see. See the sweepers. Dude, I really want to land like on the eagle. I don't see his monolith. He didn't have one. Okay, we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. Get this in front. I'm gonna get this in front too. Okay. Pop the queen now. Defending queen dead. CC should be dead. Town Hall dealt with. Come on, get his eagle, please. Just go ahead and finish the core off for me. Okay? I'm going to support this side like this. We're going to start toteming for that stuff. Just so that the dragons have a good fighting chance. Totem now. Okay. I'm going to totem here like this. We're looking okay. I'm pretty sure we have the time. We didn't actually end up popping the giant gauntlet either, which is funny. Very much GG's. Swag our fireball. We needed to do a little bit of work on that 12 o'clock side to make sure that the bulk of our dragons were going to stay together. And even though we got a dragon split, choosing to work the RC in with the dragons, I think, was the play. Like that top smaller group and actually totem to protect both of them allowed both the RC and the dragons to continue pushing without going down too quickly. That was solid. That was solid. That one felt good. I think the pets help for sure. All right, we're locked and loaded. Let's do it again. 5 more to go. Do the CC and spell. This is amazing and powerful. Bro, the attack can be strong. If you mess up the blimp, if the blimp doesn't kill your intended targets, it can be difficult. I will say that. And it feels stronger when you actually get the clone that will clone the Super Yetis, which it has to be Town Hall 14 clone. I don't know how to hit this arrow the way I really want it. Is it like this? Perfect. Actually perfect. Town Hall, Monolith. Good. I'm going to play to protect the queen here, if possible. No, that's not great. His defending Duke is actually completely brutal. Oh, no. Need that dead. The king's not down. What am I doing with my life? Oh man, did I whiff this? I'm gonna throw that now. Okay. Okay. King can still go in and do king things, but he has to start moving. Play it now. Go, 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 king, go. Dude, he's gonna run away. He doesn't care about the Duke. He can't see him. I love that so much. And the owl's shooting him too. Beautiful stuff, actually. Gorgeous. I love that so much. That's actually hilarious. All right, next. Let's go. Bip, 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 bip. There we go. Got it. All right, let's do it. Okay, he's got sweepers pointed down and up. Air defenses are like that. I don't like the fact that he's got those singles in that position like that. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. It's gonna be challenging. Do it now. He's in, which is good. Oh, the warden's not there. What am I doing with my life? Okay, can we get the monolith, boys? Can we get Mr. Mono? Wow. The scatter's actually really well defended that monolith, which I'm not a fan of. Do this here. Like this. We'll throw that now. See if we can finish the mono. Please get the mono. Thank you. Hey, we're not too upset about this. This is going to be hard to manage across the bottom, though. We're going to wait. We have to wait. We have to wait. We're going to do this now. Okay. We need to be able to rocket spear to kill the single, if possible. Which I think is possible. I think we've got it. Cool, we got it, boys. Nice. We take those. W. Are Yeti mites baby Yetis? Yeti mites come out of Yetis. So, like, you can look at it. You can see it in the tooltip right here. I'm guessing I'm talking to someone that doesn't play Clash of Clans, but so like as the Yeti just attacks stuff, a Yeti mite will pop out. But when the Yeti dies, he releases everything that's in his bag. So a bunch of Yetis come out. So like you see spawned units is 11. When the Yeti dies, all those Yeti mites get dropped out of them, and the Yeti mites deal 72 damage. If there's still defenses on the field, which oftentimes there are when Yetis die, they deal 4 times damage per Yeti mite to defenses, and they will prefer defenses. So that's a regular Yeti. For the Super Yeti, they're Electro mites. I think that's what they call them. Electro mites, which deal more damage, and they chain through targets. So again, they don't favor defenses. They favor structures. Favor target buildings, right? So because they don't favor defenses, it's not like they're specifically going to chain defenses, which would make them completely broken. They're already extremely strong. But regular Yeti mites do not chain damage, have this like chain zap to multiple defenses. They only target one defense. All right, how far are we through the set? We get 3 more attacks, guys. 3 more attacks. Let's get it done. This set is going a lot better than the Town Hall 13 set went. Town Hall 13 set, I don't think the attack is quite as strong as I need it to be. On Town Hall 14, it feels very different. Let's keep it up, though. right, he's got his sweepers. He's got his air defenses there. Sweepers like this. It'd be cool to hit 2 air defenses in one of those sweepers. And then actually put the blimp on the town hall. Okay, I think I can hit this arrow like this. Good. Go like this, this, and this. King over here. Send him in that way. King's ability now. Okay, we spread our stuff out a little bit more that time for sure. I'm going to support from this side like this. Totem once here. That was a bad totem, but we did capture the expo. Perhaps not the worst that it could have been. We're going to throw the fireball onto the lowered archer tower here. So we got to watch for that timing. Almost. We're going to throw it now onto probably the... Ah, it's not where I wanted it. Okay, we still have one more totem. Totem her. Cool. W's. Got it. GG. All right, nice. Was that a 14 too? I'm pretty sure that was a 14, right? Nice. We actually found a town hall 14 up in Pekka 22. It makes me feel good. It's so weird, right? I can be Wait, is it 1 league down with my 14? I'm only 1 league down with my Town Hall 13. And I feel like I saw more Town Hall 16s with my 13 than I've seen with my 14 so far. Which is weird, right? I don't know. If you're watching this and you're actually taking count, you can correct me, but sometimes the set blurs together. It feels like this set has been easier than my Town Hall 13 set, and I'm 1 league up, you know? All right, let's do it. 2 more hits. Here's a 16. Okay, just as I'm commenting on it. It's a proper 16. Walls are a little behind, but you know, defenses are on point, and that's what's going to defend the air here. It would be cool. Okay, I think I see what I have to commit to here. I think I have to commit to getting the Yetis between there to get the best funnel set. So I think we go here like this with a baby dragon. Set a little funnel for Mr. King. We need the baby dragon to kill that. And then I will go this, queen. Arrow is kind of an ugly arrow. Ah, didn't quite get the angle I was looking for. Go like this. Send like this. Send you like this. And this. And this and this. Can we get it all the way? Okay, Super Yeti's got a lot of what I actually wanted here. I'm going to throw this now, see if I can clear the single target Inferno. And I still have the King that can secure Town Hall here, which I will pop in just a moment. Now, didn't quite get that. Don't know what to do. I need him to take the Town Hall before I start committing. I'm going to do this. Okay, that's just that. We'll go here like this. We need her to zap the Town Hall out here. 1, protect Queen. And then protect RC, right? Okay. Couple archers. I think we got it. Oh, man. That ricochet cannon hits, man. It really hits. Okay. RC, get the archer tower, and the game's won. Nice. 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 That was a proper 16, boy. That was a proper 16. We found the way. Level 199. GG. All right, cool. All right, one more, right? One more. One more hit. Let's make it work. See if our friends need troops. I don't see anything. I don't see anything else. Yeah, no more. Always like to juice the clan if I'm able during these times. So here we go. Wow, Town Hall 16 max. Yeah, boy. The attack is strong, dude. Attack is strong. And that's just the thing. Like, you can watch me do the attack, but once you start doing attacks, you might figure out things that work a little bit better for you, based on the equipment that you're using, the equipment that you have upgraded. That's usually a big factor, and you can adjust things accordingly, right? Let's hit again. Last hit. All right, I don't like that situation there. He's got his eagle, his mono, and all that stuff spread out so nicely from one another. It's kind of annoying. We can take a queen arrow, I think, to clear both sweepers and air defenses right there, which is going to feel nice. I think I see what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to do something funky here. I'm going to try to clear a funnel for the king to jump the wall for the single right there. Because if he gets that, I think we're in a great spot. Got everything. Really nice. King's ability now. Send him over the wall. Gonna wait. Pop king now. And then I see the moment. I'm gonna go like this. I think I see it. King's in there doing damage, but he dies. And I see this next. See this. Town Hall, please? Not quite. Actually, not quite. Okay. We're going to do this. Cool. Warden now. Town Hall. Great. That should be the ball game, right? We have 2 totems. We have the rocket spear. Point it now. Bam. Get it, boys. Nice. It's clean, dude. It's clean. Sick. Great way to end the set. It's ripped up, dude. It's ripped. We got 2 totems left over. Proper hit up, dude. Proper hit up. Let's go. Great set. Honestly, first set felt really cold. I don't know. Maybe I needed to do some warm-ups with my 13, but like, we'll have to look into what was really different there. I think the arrow, if I'm being real, I think the arrow felt significantly different. Being able to potentially snipe out 2 air defenses and get sweepers out, plus deal incidental damage. I liked the queen opener a lot better on this. And it's not as exciting as having the magic mirror and seeing triple queen pop out, but I think the arrow actually does a lot for the attack. You're saying how much longer until Town Hall 15? We are waiting until we get to our level 10 unicorn to make that choice. I was hoping also maybe to get a few levels on my RC. Go ahead and get her to level 30 because RC is very strong in general. But I'm not sure just yet. I'm thinking maybe in July. Maybe we'll probably go in July. Because I think getting some foundational things done, at least from a troop standpoint, at least a handful of hero levels done, gives you, I don't know, it's going to feel a lot better. Like when I first arrive at Town Hall 15, right? Like the fundamental armies that I enjoy using right now are like Fireball Rocket Loons. I'm liking Dragons a lot. I'm liking using Super Yetis, in like Super Yeti Bombs. I would like to maybe be able to play Dragon Riders and Inferno Dragons. In that, if I don't have those things upgraded at a minimum, also Ice Golems I think are just generally speaking a great thing to have upgraded because they give you pretty great flexibility when it comes to doing any kind of Sui hero dive, which we like doing a Sui hero dive. So yeah, I'm not like rushing, but I'm definitely going to be skipping quite a bit of Town Hall 14. Another thing that I did want to accomplish, at least structurally, when it comes to defenses and buildings, is to make sure that I have my builder sets all maxed out. And then I did want to make sure that I had at least any offense-related buildings done. And I think there's a couple things left. The Dark Barracks, the Dark Spell Factory, those are important to get done. Just to have them out of the way, right? And then I'm guessing, things like air defenses and the other scatter shot. Depending on like where I'm at, right? Like when I actually get my level 10 unicorn, I'll be making that choice at that time. But that concludes the set. We end at rank 6. We tripled all but 2 attacks, and it was the first 2 bases that we didn't triple. We had 10 triples in a row. That feels really good, considering we were hitting up constantly. We only saw a handful of Town Hall 14s, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, fun stuff. Let's go ahead and do the most important thing. Is after our ranked set, we wanted to continue the grind, or continue that that slog of getting unicorn up to level 10. The rest of these pets, if you're a newer player, are not the best pets in the game. They're going to be helpful if you would like to play the game from a Town Hall Master perspective. Levels on pets are always going to be helpful, but generally speaking, you will not be using the Yak, the Owl, or Lassie over other pets when you progress beyond Town Hall 14. So if you're a newer player watching this, you might be asking, why are you deciding to skip when you hit a level 10 unicorn? It's because unicorn is a very useful pet. The rest are largely not. The Electro Owl is a pet that is typically used on the Grand Warden. It essentially serves as a seeking air mine detector, right? It will soak a seeking air mine if you're doing any kind of warden charge. Fantastic. I could have used a 5 troop space loon to do the same thing. The Lassie, generally speaking, not the strongest. When you get to Town Hall 15, you unlock the Diggy, which is a fantastic pet to have until you reach other pets later on in the game. The Frosty is a pet that is used all the way up to Town Hall 18 on either the Barbarian King or the Archer Queen. And the Poison Lizard is definitely the weakest of these 4 for Town Hall 15. The Phoenix is strong, used all the way up to Town Hall 18 on either the King, Royal Champion, Dragon Duke. There's lots and lots of use cases there for that hero, or excuse me, for that pet. And yeah, so it's just like I would prefer, because this is my second playthrough on the game. First playthrough, I have Town Hall 18. In my lower count, you saw me play earlier in the set on Town Hall 13, but this is my second playthrough of the game, and I'm just recognizing that it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to stick around. The other primary reason for skipping to Town Hall 15 is you're wanting to get the 6th hero unlocked, the Dragon Duke. What that gives you is the ability to upgrade 2 heroes at a time and still be able to war with a full set of 4 heroes. That's another massive W. So Town Hall 15, like Town Hall 13, I do plan on staying for and having a nice extended stay at Town Hall 15 to kind of catch up at that point. and make decisions at least 2 or 3 months from now about the further progression. But that's that. Guys, that's going to do it for the set today. I appreciate all of you watching. I do have a CWL hit to do on my Tunnel 18 here, but as it is a very important hit, high stakes for our clan in CWL right now, I do not want to do it live and potentially screw this up. Sorry, I actually need to go back to the main clan in order to do that hit. I did, however, want to show the attack that I saved. I actually screen recorded a very important 3-star hit using the monolith arrow. Abhishek was asking about. I thought you were going to charge. You said you would charge with the queen using the monolith arrow. Well, I did. So what we have here, let's go ahead and make sure that we have sound on. Do I not have sound enabled? What's going on with this? Why no sound? Huh. Hold on a moment. See if I can fix this. I should be getting sound, no? Audio? Done? There's the audio button. Cool. Fixed it. Nice. So this is actually, I will pause this and give a brief preamble. So this is the bonus. This is the bonus content here. Brief preamble for this. Long story short, the attack does not go exactly to plan. And there's a moment in this attack where you see me pause for a few seconds to figure out the best course of action to recover. And when the attack does recover, I end up crushing the base and still swagging a rage. Okay, so we're in a series. This is a competitive group. It's all Town Hall 18s. All the clans that we're facing are all Town Hall 18s. There's nothing less than Town Hall 18s. Most of the clans, all the guys are completely maxed out or very close to it. So the plan for the monolith arrow is, you notice 2 rages, the recall, and then a handful of other things. 3 totems, a poison, we have a revive, we have an overgrowth, and we have 1 freeze. Cool. The plan for me was to drop my queen down at 6, where you see her immediately placed at the start of the replay, let her push in, take as much value as I can, basically to break the ring for dragons to then be tossed in over here by the monolith and the super wizard tower at 9 o'clock and to rotate clockwise. The plan was then to pick her up and drop her up near 12 o'clock to deal with the other rage tower compartment. The principle here is deal with both rage tower compartments while having the monolith arrow, which offers damage mitigation. And while raging through that, right, the queen really doesn't struggle with this at all, right? Damage mitigation plus raged healers keep the queen up nicely. The issue is I get a little bit greedy trying to get just a little bit more with my archer queen. And when I drop the recall, the giant pops out and throws the plan awry. So let's play, and I'll pause when we get to that moment. Where's my play? Here we go. So queen's dropped. She starts to cook. We've taken some damage, but we're doing okay, right? Pushing just fine. The rage spell comes, tower goes off. We now rage just to make sure that we weren't going to run into any issues there. The rage, you could argue I probably could have dropped the rage a little bit more aggressively so that she would have stepped up. Healers would have stayed raged for perhaps a little bit longer. But we get that air defense down. And we try to get we tried very hard to get that builder hut, right? Because then we broke the ring. In doing so, the giant pops out. And look, the healers don't get caught inside the recall. This is a problem, right? If I were to go with my plan and redrop at 12 o'clock, the healers cross the base. The healers are sacked. We lose the healer value. So you see me in the recording pause and then decide, okay, I'm going to continue with the plan for the dragons. The same drop location, go straight into the monolith, long range tower, you know, start over there still. But I'm going to redrop the queen where she died. So she got picked up, but now she's getting redropped. Almost exactly where she was dropped in the first place. Dragons come down. I'm not gonna forfeit my healers. Instead, I'm gonna send the dragons in. The Duke is also tasked. See her redrop? Boom. Only captured 2 of the 5 healers. Really important. Duke flies across, nails 2 of the air defenses, aids the dragons that are up top with their mission, helping to funnel just a little bit. And the queen. Look how easy this queen's path is all the way around the base. Beautiful stuff here. Giant comes out, ends up being a little bit of a savage here, beating down that fire spitter. And then the overgrowth was placed specifically to catch this air sweeper right here, and also at least half of the compartment that was going to be under rage. Unfortunately, I was, you know, when you're doing these things on the fly, wasn't able to wait for the rage tower to go off. I think if I had, we probably would not have gotten the scatter shot there. But the one totem comes down there. If you look at the camps, I'm still holding on to the minion prince ability. I still have the revive. I still have the rage. So rage tower ends up going off. That's fine. Dragon Duke gets dropped up here. He gets in some death damage. Boom. Goes off. We instantly revive because the Rage Tower has expired. And the Prince ability goes off to capture everything that's left. This is crushed. All 4 heroes are basically full HP. We have 3 dragons, 2 Inferno dragons left. Smash. Swag the Rage in the center of the base. Loved doing that hit. The Monolith Arrow shined in that hit. Really good stuff. So let's see. I took Monolith Arrow because... Okay, so it'll end up playing again. Let's go ahead and get back to the Clash of Clans here. And yeah, so that was a nice 3-star there. I took Monolith Arrow because I like Queen most, but the arrow is not powerful as I thought, and I'm regretting not choosing the Rocket Spear. Wow, great adaptation in between. Yeah, so the idea, right, would have been to redrop her at 12 because the giant went off and kind of screwed up getting all of my healers picked up. Decided to go ahead and redrop her exactly where I'd put her in the first place to then continue walking the ring just from the other direction. Crushing 3-star with a swag rage on a hit that didn't go as planned. So yeah, GG's there. Guys, that's going to do it. This is actually the end. I got one more CWL hit to do back in 3% tent. In fact, I need to go ahead and leave the clan right now to get back over there because it's probably going to take them a moment to let me in. But can't wait to show you what happens next. The end of this war, it's going to be super close. We're excited. And actually, since we're here, can show you my hit yesterday, which was another Monolith Arrow hit. So I guess it's not actually the end. Where's my Monolith Arrow hit? I think I hit number 14, was it? Here it is. Again, a common denominator between the hit that I just showed you and this one, you're going to notice that it's a very like isolated core with a huge ring of garbage around it. It's a very open layout. There's not a ton of the base that isn't immediately accessible by the queen. In both of these hits, I didn't take wall breakers. I didn't need them. The queen was going to be on an open walk to get all the value that she needed, all the value that I wanted from an open walk. Ironically, this is a very similar approach, you know, a similar base layout, almost identical placement to the last hit. Right around 6, 7 o'clock, queen gets placed. I'm going to drive her in, get as much value as I deem necessary with one of 2 rages, pick up and drop her near 12 o'clock. Same general tactic here. This time, I am more careful not to let the giant get pop out and potentially mess with my healers, not being caught inside the revive. So look at this. Queen gets the lowered, the short range tower. We stay long enough to get this Expo, and I think I actually stay slightly longer, and I notice a Tesla, so we say, okay, we'll take the Tesla too. We pick her up because of time, right? Time. You notice when I redrop her, there's 2 minutes left in the raid. Tesloon comes down. Make sure that she's set and there's no something crazy to happen up top. Identical drop location for these dragons compared to the last hit. Duke goes across, finds a sweeper and 2 air defenses. Bang. It's hilarious how similar this layout was. Not the same, but similar enough to where Monolith Arrow, again, can shine in almost exactly the same way, right? Queen comes over here. Queen has set the funnel for the dragons basically to go right up the gut. And that sweeper is the only true problem. Overgrowth goes down to capture the sweeper. Queen can then catch the air defense on the outside. I see the headhunters coming out, and I'm like, yikes. So I poison the ones that are in front of the Queen. Most of that's handled and dealt with. Prince ability goes off. I think I had to throw that because of what was going on with the headhunters attacking both the Warden and the Prince. We get the Duke back up. We freeze over Super Wizard Tower, defending Archer Queen. And we totem for the Archer Queen and the Monolith. And at this stage, it's really just a matter of cleanup and time. And we did get a little close on time for this raid. But this Queen has never been under substantial threat the entire raid. The Queen has walked unimpeded. I go ahead and I pop the Queen's ability to send the Giant out, recognizing that Giant can get a head start moving towards the defenses. We totem once, captures the mortar, and we send a couple hero archers and a loon in the backside to race against the clock to get this one done in time. And I think we ended up I think it was maybe like 5 to 10 seconds left. So it was definitely close. But everything went to plan. Everything went to plan in both those hits. So GG's. Is that clan gonna promote? It's close. I've mentioned this multiple times throughout that. Hold on, season info. Look how close it is. These top 5 clans. It's very, very close. We need to put up an extremely strong showing in this last war in order for us to promote, because we're faced off against the guy that's in 4th place. If we don't win this war, an Indian family wins their war, there's a high probability that Indian family will end up promoting and will end up in 5th. So on this last hit, Indian family, the most that they could get is 42 stars. So what we need to make sure is that we're doing better than they do, and hopefully their opponent, which is the Dark Clans. Dark Clans has not had a great season. It's too close to call. It's too close to call. Too close to call. Anyways, guys, gotta go. Got family in town. We've given you guys a nice 2-hour and 15-minute stream today. Good luck in your ranked. Good luck in the final days of your CWL if you're still in it. And I'll be able to share CWL results with you on Friday. I'll see you later. Much love and peace out.